somebody literally on day one. They want to start prepping, they don't know where to start. So if there's any of those avid preppers out there that want to comment that I haven't given enough info, just remember this is for day one of prepping where you're just getting started. So the first thing that you're going to want to think about is water. So this is a 1 gallon jug. You can get this at pretty much any grocery store. They cost about $1. And you're going to want to remember it's 1 gallon per person per day. If you're short on cash, what you can do is if you drink soda or juice, you can take those bottles and then once you're done with them, just rinse them out and then fill them with water. Put them in a cool, dark place, like maybe a closet, a guest room closet. So that's something you're going to want to think about. When it comes to food, one of the best things you can get, and sorry about the glare, but this is just, you know, standard Quaker or whatever oats. The oats, one of the things about beginning preppers is most of them are not going to have a form to cook these on. You know, intermediate preppers have alternate methods of cooking, propane stoves, solar powered ovens, generators, barbecue grills, camping stoves, but this is for somebody who doesn't have those tools yet and you're just getting started. The good thing about oats is you can eat them and all you have to do is add water. You could just put it into a bowl, add water, you're good to go. It's nutritious and it'll keep you full for a while. If you do have an alternative method of cooking, camping stove, rocket stove, what have you, I highly recommend Krusty's buttermilk pancakes. This pancake mix, the oats are only about $2.50. This is about $7, and each of these is going to get you about 200 servings. Or I'm sorry, this one's 30 servings, but it's for $2.50, and you just add water. This one's about 200 servings for about $7 or $8. The bread is really filling, and again, all you have to do with this is add water. And remember, people eat 3 times a day, and you're going to get kind of sick of just eating oats and pancakes. So pull the tab and open it up, and then you can just eat it straight out of the can. If you don't have an alternative cooking method, you're not really going to have much choice. You're just going to be eating it out of the can with a spoon, or even using your fingers, or drinking it if you have to. One of the things about the cans that I recommend if you're in an SHTF or WROL scenario is don't throw away the cans. There's going to be starving people out there digging through your trash, and if they see that you have cans, they're going to know you have food. That's just a stealth act that you want to take just to take as an extra precaution. And then when it comes to hygiene, what I do is, what I highly recommend is a spray bottle. These are also about $1. I think I got mine at the dollar store. And if there's no running water, you're just going to have to spray yourself, you know, add a little bit of soap onto your skin, and then towel yourself off. That's really all you've got to do. In terms of keeping yourself extra clean, you can also get baby wipes if you want. But if, you know, baby wipes can get a little expensive and they can dry out after time. But everybody's always got a bar of soap, and if you've got a spray bottle, just do what you got to do. You know, use a little spray bottle, a little bit of soap. Doesn't matter if it's bar soap or pump soap, liquid soap, doesn't matter. It'll keep you clean, and it's really important. Another thing you can get is hand sanitizer. Again, those are like $1 each. And then you've got first aid. So you can make your own first aid kit. If you already have Band-Aids in the house, add that in there. If you don't have Band-Aids and you're really short on cash, what I would recommend is taking old shirt rags and tearing them up, or you can take even handkerchiefs. And then, you know, if you've got some sort of horrible wound, you can, you know, wrap this around the wound and then use safety pins to keep the bandage in place. And then when it comes to lighting, I would recommend something like tea light candles. I think these were $3 and there's 100 of them. That's just to light your way in your house. You want to be really careful when you're using candles. It's just to light your way. Another alternative, of course, is flashlights or lanterns. These are fairly cheap, and I think this was $5, and that's just to light your way. Now remember, if there's no water available and you know you've got this, you're going to have to conserve. So I would also highly recommend paper plates, napkins, paper cups, plastic forks. because once you're done with these, you can throw them into the fireplace, burn them, and it works. You know, it'll keep your fire going, or it'll get your fire going, and it's also a form of concealment, so you wouldn't have to throw them away. So they have a double use. You use them to eat, and then you use them to burn in a fire. When you add to your first aid kit, I just recommend, again, this is just for beginners, some Neosporin. There's going to be, if there's no water, you're going to be pretty dirty, and you're just going to want to make sure that you get some antibiotic on there so the wound doesn't get infected. So again, this is just for beginners. So you're going to want to think of water first. It's 1 gallon per person per day. If you conserve, you can probably use a bit less. But again, that's something you really, this is the most important thing, is water. And then the second thing is going to be food. You've got your oats, you know, $2.50. You've got your pancakes for $7. And the pancakes, as long as you have a way to cook it, is really, really good. It's super filling, it tastes really good, and all you have to do is add water. Again, that's Krusteaz. Bisquick and the other kind, usually you have to add milk or butter. And then you want to get some cans. Most of them are ready to eat. You know, you got the Pop Top. This one's spaghetti and meatballs. This one's Progresso. And then you've got Campbell's Chunky. These are really filling, and it's 2 servings per can. So keep in mind the food. And then for sanitation, you got the spray bottle. You know, worst comes to worst, that's what you got to do. So that's just the video for beginners. I hope that you don't find it overwhelming. And remember, with each level of prepping you do, you're going to be spending a bit more money, but you're also going to feel a real big sense of security on the inside. You're going to feel like, you know, you're ready, and then you're going to start, you know, it's sort of like a snowball effect. You're going to start getting some confidence and teaching yourself new things. And in the prepper community, we want more preppers out there, because we don't want people relying on us, and we don't want people relying on the government. You know, the more preppers, the more people that are prepared, the less chaos there will be. So I hope that that video was helpful for you. That's it. Live by your wits, not by your worries. Peace.